great team effort. Obviously, a tough team that was a very good Boston College team. We knew they were going to be good, and we knew it wasn't going to be easy. And certainly they showed up ready to play, getting up on us early. But I loved the way our team responded, came back to give us a lead in the first half, and that was huge. So solid team effort. I thought they did a nice job shutting down some of our stars, doubling early, opening up opportunities for other players, and thankfully they answered when we needed them. And great game, and we're very happy to move on.
Coach, what were they doing early to kind of shut you guys down? And, what did you do to adjust? Help
well,
players out?
I don't think we just didn't have the ball. I think every time in the first half we had the ball, there was whistles were going and things were happening. The ball would be down our end again, and we played short a couple times early in the first 5 minutes there with a couple yellow cards, and it just made it tough, and they took advantage of those opportunities, and we responded.
And how big are players like Webster and Daly kind of to step up and take goals, and Murray and Trader were kind of shut down?
They were being marked tight, and they were sliding early with the double, and it was, Bridget Daly getting a couple goals early was huge, finding the open spot when they left the double, and like I said, it was a great team effort. The other players really did step up when we needed them.
Alyssa, kind of going off that, you and Taylor were basically double teamed the whole first half. Is that something you anticipated, and how did you kind of work around that and find some goals?
Well, in the first game we played them, they slid pretty quick, but we obviously came out with the win, so we figured they were going to do something similar to that, but they obviously did that even more so this game. And I think we started to figure out that they were sending doubles from the top, and so we just kept looking back. Every time I got the ball and they slid, I kept looking back to the top, to Katie, Amy, Bridget, whoever was there. And I think they did a great job of finding the seams and stuff, and even if it wasn't like a pass to score right away, they were able to get into a spot where they would then be able to drive. So I think once we got in the flow, that really was open for us.
Was the defense any different or better than you expected, Kayla?
I think it's just, Kayla and I are obviously very effective attackers, but, we're not supposed to take on the 7 other defenders, so if they're doing that to us, then that opens up huge lanes for the rest of our team who are equally as capable to score goals.
That would look like 7 defenders on the Julia?
Well, it was a lot.
Katie, did you know you have to step up a little bit and be the one to score goals? And how big is it to have that much depth on your team? Even Natalie going today.
When we saw that Trainer and Murray were getting doubled pretty fast, I think us middies and a few of the other girls knew that we had to step it up, and that happened, so it was good.
Defensively, how did you guys shut down Michaela Riggs?
I thought they. Our defense did a great job. They knew where she was at all times. She went hard. They forced her to take shots from the outside, and that was really the key. I think getting to her early, getting the help there early, because she likes to drive to the goal, and our defense, when played well like today, really makes it tough for a player that likes to go one-on-one because we're sending help. And the help got there in time, forced her to take the outside shots. I think she went 0 for 6, and that was probably one of the biggest differences in the game.
Katie, some more thoughts on depth. It's not exactly a big surprise with the 3rd leading scorer, you would score, but just some more thoughts on the depth and the way you guys stepped up when the top scores were slowed down a little bit.
Well, I think definitely the main reason some of the middies got some goals today was because the attackers kept their composure. The doubles were coming hard, and they were able to keep their head up and look for us, and that was great.
Coach, how nerve-wracking is it? Toward the end, they kept getting so many good looks and just kept bouncing off the post. Or I think they had one disallowed toward the end. Is it nerve-wracking for you and your team? They keep getting closer and closer.
Well, we had opportunities too. It went both ways. We missed an open header. Things went both ways, and throughout the entire game, it was a little bit of a run here or there. But we put ourselves in a position where they had to scramble to try and get back from behind. I thought we did a decent job of taking some time off the clock, so that they wouldn't have that much time to get back in the game. So You know, it wasn't our greatest performance, but it was solid against a very good team, and, you know, they got the job done.
And is there any panic at the beginning of the game when you guys fall down 3-0, you know, this do or die kind of game?
No panic. Not when there's 55 minutes left or whatever, and you're down by 3 or 50 some odd minutes left. There's no panic, and you know we got ourselves back in the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and went up. So it was good.
Kasey, I'd like your thoughts on the flow of the game. It was very odd. You look at the streaks. It's 3-0. Then I think Syracuse scored 6 in the next 7. Then DC closes, I think, 5-6. So it was a very back and forth game. No team seemed to have control of the full game. Looking at those last few minutes with the hitting the posts and the call they went against them, what were you guys thinking? Were you nervous? Did you think that they were getting back in the game? Or did you feel like you had it under control?
I think a lot from our coaching staff. Lacrosse is a game of runs. They're going to take their runs. They're going to score a couple goals. We're going to score a couple goals. They'll probably score a couple more. But I think it's about keeping our composure, and I think that's one thing our defense has really grown to do is keep our composure at all times, even when we're down. And as long as we can do that, we feel as though we can come back from anything.
Kasey, was it you who took that charge at the end? I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
And what was kind of what went on in that play, and how did you kind of make that?
I don't really know what I was thinking. And I was there, and she kind of knocked me over. It was I don't know. It's always good to recognize if someone's coming in full speed and there's a teammate on them. They're going to have to do one of two things: go through you, or turn out. So it's kind of just what I was thinking.
Anyone want to talk about Virginia? Virginia won, right? So just initial thoughts about next game and based off the first game.
Oh, another great team, right? That's really come on strong the second half of the season, and it's going to be a great opponent to go out and test ourselves in the next game. So we'll prep for them like we did this week, and we're looking forward to getting back out in the field down at Towson.
I feel like you have to go a lot better than today's game.
I think you just got to win. So whatever it takes, who knows what the game's going to look like, right? You hope you play better, but you just got to score one more than they do, and that's really the key. No one remembers by how much when it's over. Just that you won.
Coach, it seemed like a lot of the 50-50 calls today kind of went your way, out of bounds or backing up shots. How key was it to kind of get some of those lucky breaks?
I didn't see those as 50-50. I didn't see 50-50. When you're closer to the ball, you get the ball, right? And I thought, certainly early, we had more fouls than they did. We had yellow cards. We had everything. So it wasn't like we were getting favoritism by any means. So I wouldn't go in that direction, I don't think.
For any of the girls, we don't normally ask this on a high note, but the last game in the Dome, does that go through your mind at all in this one? Your last time playing here?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think we've been talking about it all week. Unfortunately, we watched our men's team last week go out the way that they didn't want to, and that really was like a gut check for us all week. We were talking about how we're not ready to go home, and we want to go all the way. We're a team with a mission, and that requires us to win our last game, and this is just our last game in the Dome, so we got 2 more games to go until we win our last game.
How big was Bridget Daly? She felt like every time she gets the ball, she's on the ground sometime. She's always hustling, especially that last draw she got. How important is it to have a player like that, especially she missed most of the season?
Oh, this is what I've been looking forward to. All year, since you got hurt, I was just so excited for her to come back, because I would always say, you're coming back for the most exciting part, and that's exactly what we need her for. We set ourselves up pretty well without her, and now that we have her, we're even stronger. So I think that is just a reflection of how she is. She's just got the fire in her, and she just works her butt off no matter what the play is, no matter if she's going to get recognition for it or if no one's going to notice anything that she's doing. It's just because she is a great teammate.
She played great. That's a great story, coming off, not just a broken foot, but surgery all in one season, and coming back and be able to play is amazing. So, we're just very proud of Bridget, and she sacrificed a lot to come back for her 5th year and play, and when she got hurt, it was devastating to her, and we were just hoping she'd come back, and we believed and we trusted, and she did all the work that she needed to do, and now she's back doing what she was dreaming about. So we're happy to have her.
Katie, how nice was it to see your sister get a lot of playing time today?
That was really awesome. One player went down, and which was kind of sad, but I think that Caroline really stepped up, and she definitely did a great job.